This is a very tough result for our team. Although the team played very well in the first half, creating multiple opportunities to score the first goal, perhaps simple actions to avoid being caught offside could have changed the course of the match. Let's listen to what explanations Carlo Ancelotti gives for this painful defeat.
What happened for the match to end 0-4? What changes can the team make in the future after this defeat? Any variations that you can implement, knowing that there's still a lot left in the season?
My opinion on this match is this. Specifically talking about the match, while it was 0-0, it was an even match and we had many opportunities. We played a first half with intensity. We could have scored and we missed by little as we lacked some precision. We could have gone ahead on the scoreboard with the opportunities we had. But when they scored, they quickly made it 2-0. And that took away all our energy. From there, the match was different. And they had more spaces to attack us because we took risks in one-on-one duels, and they found more spaces. I liked our play in the first half, and I believe we need to continue playing that way. Obviously, we are very hurt. This is a very tough and difficult moment for us. I want to thank our fans who supported us until the 90th minute and pushed us to keep going. We will continue fighting and working. We are not going to throw all our efforts away because that's not right. The team played and competed very well for 60 minutes, although we need to forget the last 30. But that was a particular circumstance because we wanted to regain control of the match. The season is still very long and we cannot give up now. We must learn from this defeat because in the last defeat we had in La Liga, we learned a great lesson, and I believe it will be the same now. We need to work to recover the disadvantage we have in the table to compete. Remember that the season is very long. There are still many matches. As I said before, we cannot throw everything away. That doesn't seem right to me. Obviously, we can do better, yes, but I am very sure we will do better.
What do you think about Mbappe's match? He missed many opportunities and was caught offside multiple times. On the other hand, what happened with the Barcelona bench when they scored 0-4?
Well, with Mbappe, we took risks. We knew they would have a high defensive line. And by a few centimeters, we didn't take advantage of that. It's true that Mbappe had chances to score. In some, he was offside, but that happens normally when the opponent has a very advanced line. But besides that, it's true he had 3 or 4 scoring opportunities. Regarding Barcelona, we had a problem. But it wasn't with Flick, but with his assistant, who wasn't a gentleman when he celebrated in front of our bench. And I told Flick that calmly.
Do you regret anything you planned for tonight's match? Is this the worst defeat as coach of Real Madrid so far?
No, I don't regret anything because during the first half, we followed the plan we applied in the second half of the match against Dortmund. We pressured the opponent a lot and they struggled to get out. We had opportunities to score. There was a very close offside when Mbappe scored. And we also had a chance with Vinicius. The plan was good because we wanted to pressure the opponent more. And we did well for 60 minutes. Is this a difficult moment? I believe it is really a tough moment. It's very hard when you lose a match. And it's hard when you finally lose after 42 consecutive matches without losing.
Do you think the result reflects the reality of the difference between both teams? What was your plan regarding the formation of the midfielders in today's match, placing Bellingham and Camavinga on the wings and Tchouaméni with Valverde in the centre?
The final result is not a reflection of what happened on the field. They deserve to win for their precision in front of goal. But as I said before, we could have gone ahead on the scoreboard earlier. But they were the ones who did it. And that gave them more confidence. But this is normal in matches. The game was very even until they scored the first goal. But we really created more opportunities. Our plan was to play 4-4-2, pressing the opponent higher. And I think we did that very well in the first half.
Real Madrid was caught offside 12 times in this match, 8 in the first half and 4 in the second. You, as a player with Milan, caused Real Madrid to be caught offside up to 20 times decades ago. Did you foresee this significant mistake of being caught offside so many times, especially knowing that Barcelona would play with a very high defense?
Barcelona, before this match, had caught opponents offside 65 times. And so we were aware of that. It's true that we were caught offside 12 times, but we also had 4 one-on-one situations against the goalkeeper, so this was something we could expect. I mean, we knew we would be caught offside, but we also had clear opportunities in front of the goalkeeper. And we had 3 or 4 of those, but unfortunately, we didn't score.
You said before that nothing keeps you awake at night. Will this game be a reason to lose sleep in the coming days, perhaps thinking about what you should have done better? Or maybe you prefer to forget everything that happened?
No, we do need to think about what happened. So it's obvious that after a defeat, you can learn many things. Doing a bit of self-criticism is essential, and that's something we have to do. As I said before, we have to self-criticize, but we're not going to throw everything away. So I will say it again about the first half. And let me tell you, I'm not wrong in saying this. With my 48 years of experience in football, our first half was very good.
Do you see this defeat as an accident? Or is it something that was foreseeable, knowing the team's issues with intensity and the notable lack of concentration?
This is a tough defeat, as I said before, especially against the team that is now leading La Liga, also because it's a Clasico. For this reason, the defeat is harsher, but this is a different defeat from the one we suffered against Lille, I'll tell you that clearly. Against Lille, we didn't compete and played very poorly. But in this case, the final result weighs much more because we took many risks, leaving spaces with the intention of trying to regain control of the match. So tonight's defeat is very different from the one against Lille.
What concerns you more? The lack of effectiveness in front of goal, especially with Mbappe's misses, or perhaps the inability to react when Barcelona landed the first goal?
Yes, the defeat concerns me. But we have to bounce back after this loss, I'll repeat again. I think we did things well, but we just have to resolve the mistakes we made, especially in the last part of the match. We have to keep fighting and competing. We will continue to fight and compete as we did last season. If I remember correctly, the last time we lost to Barcelona 0-4, we ended up winning La Liga and the Champions League. And this season, we're not going to be very far from what we achieved last year.
After the first goal, the team broke down defensively, and Barcelona players arrived with great ease. Mendy's performance has been highlighted negatively, a player who almost never fails and is always a starter, but today he had a dull match. What do you think?
I'll repeat what I said before. No, I believe our defenders did a good job in the first half. The defense was well-positioned and aggressive. When I placed Modric, I asked them to play in a one-on-one mode, taking many more risks, so we lost the duels and conceded more goals.
On August 23rd, you said the problem was clear to see, and consequently, the solution was clear. I would like to know if you still see it the same way, and if you still see the same problem. What problem does the team have now?
The problem on August 23rd was different, because at that time the team was playing with low intensity and lack of energy. But today the team played with a lot of energy and pressed the opponent high. And this is the same path we need to follow in what we want to do. The problem we had tonight is that when you concede 2 goals, then you have to take risks. And it's a normal consequence to have to take risks. And taking risks against a team that is now playing well is much more dangerous than usual. The match could have changed if we had been able to score a goal when we were losing 0-2, but that didn't happen. So as I said before, there are problems we need to solve, but now they are different things. The problem today could have been maintaining the intensity we achieved in the first half. And I think we started the second half quite well. But when we concede the first goal and we have to bounce back, the dynamics of the match changes, so we lose a bit of confidence. And the opponent, on the other hand, gains more confidence. So this is also a psychological problem, not just a tactical one.